Live right now on YouTube. It's Rafael Cintron here coming at you with a new live step-by-step special training. I'm here with Tony Tobar, multiple six-figure, seven-figure entrepreneur and e-commerce store owner. You're absolutely going to love today's training. Let's talk about winning products. Let's talk about promoting those winning products. And let's talk about what it takes to build a very successful Shopify store. My internet a little bit weird, so you might see me cut in and out for like a couple of seconds. Excuse that. I'm in a hotel right now, so the internet is not perfect.
Yeah.
Let us know where you are watching us from. Tony, say hello to my people.
Yo, what is up, everybody? I'm excited for you guys because today's training is going to be dope. We're going to go through so much. You're going to want to take some notes. If you're just starting off in e-commerce, this is the training for you. If you're looking to scale, we're actually going to go into some really awesome secrets in the third part of this training, where we go over what I like to call spying tools that help you get more conversions. Guys, today's pretty exciting. You're going to learn some amazing things. You're in the right place. If you're looking to either start an e-commerce business or really scale one, you're going to be in the right place today. So I'm excited, man. The fact that we're live is like, oh my God, we're live. Where are people tuning in from? I'm glad to.
Italy, Texas, right next to you, probably.
Houston, and then nice.
We got Vancouver, Canada, and there's still a couple of people joining us. Welcome. Hit that like button at some point in the training.
Richard, I grew up, man, born and raised Houston, Texas. Love Houston. Well, I love visiting Houston. I'm in Dallas now. Guys, this is going to be exciting. If you're, like I said, let us know if you are either like a veteran in the e-com space, if this is something of interest to you. We'd like to just hear where you guys are in your journey. Are you just starting out? Have you been in the game for a while? Because of everything that happened during the pandemic. Welcome from Atlanta, Georgia. Nice to see you. If you were in the e-com from Italy, buongiorno, buonasera. If you were here during this entire game during the pandemic, we'd actually like to hear how you guys are doing. So let us know. Are you a novice? Are you advanced? Where are you in your e-commerce game? And let us know where you're tuning in from as well.
And for people that don't know who Tony is, obviously, if you're on this channel, you know who I am. Tony is a multiple six-figure, seven-figure entrepreneur. He's built many businesses outside of e-commerce and in e-commerce, and he has a lot of experience, a lot of things under his belt that he can definitely share with you here. So he's going to help me a lot in the presenting, in the keeping up everybody engaged. So I'm going to be doing most of the presentation. We're going to do winning products, how to promote those products, what's the best way to present those products to people. In a couple of minutes, we'll get started when we have about, let's say, 70 people will get started. Let's see. People are saying,
wow, 70 people from around the world. Holy moly, that's awesome.
We got, what do you think of the baby niche? It's actually a very good niche to sell, but it depends on the product. So on the baby niche, you have to be careful. You can't just go and sell whatever product you find, like a bib or a product or like a pacifier. It needs to be a product that actually does something and somebody can't buy it very easily.
That's funny. Tom says we need to buy Tony a razor and shaving cream. if only I lived my entire life living in the fear of other people's judgment, you know? Buongiorno. Guys, you are in the right place. I see some of you have started. Some of you are actually Humble, Texas. Nice. That's actually north of where I grew up. I grew up 610 and 45, if you know where that's at. Very excited to be here with you guys. And to be honest, it's not when you introduced me as like 7-6-figure business, creating businesses outside of the e-commerce space and e-commerce space. I just want to say that first and foremost, I'm a student. Like I'm a student, lifelong student of Rafael. Was there from, not exactly the very beginning, but definitely there at some point. Towards the front end of when you started your journey, man. It's been a blessing to see you grow. It's been a blessing to see your students and my colleagues grow with you and your program. So today's training is going to be exciting. We've really made some cool updates. If you've ever seen Rafael present anything regarding e-commerce, you know this one fact is true, that every single time he comes to the table, he's bringing something new. The world is constantly changing. E-commerce is evolving. And with that, you need someone who can come and tell you what's happening, what's good right now, what's working right now, and what's the best thing that you can do to run your business. So if you are looking to start an e-commerce business, you are in the right place.
Definitely. And if we have some problems with the internet, that's my fault. I'm in a hotel right now. The Wi-Fi not so good. So we might cut off for like a second or 2 seconds. Please excuse that. Let's get right on started and start showing you my screen. Let's go.
Israel, shalom. Dubai. Wow, so great to see some of you guys here from across the world. It's crazy. Post-COVID, we can meet up with people all over the world, man. So cool.
It is awesome.
Puerto Rico. Nice, Pablo. Nice to see you.
Oh, sorry, guys. It's saying I need permission to share my screen. How is this happening? Screen sharing. Oops. Privacy. 1 second. Let me just fix that. There we go.
You should. I was going to say you can make me host and I'll let you share.
I think
how
I
to
can
avoid high shipping prices whenever starting with a product shipping price. CJ shop. Okay, cool. Source inbox. Very good, guys.
Awesome. All right, let's start sharing. Let's go. So in this particular presentation today, we're going to show you the new updates that we have, how our clients, our students are getting absolutely insane results. If we cut out for a second or two, please excuse me. That is my internet not being so good. We're going to teach you how to build a profitable, consistent, scalable business that obviously makes profit for years to come. We want you to have a business that is very consistent, that grows over time, not just a quick hustle that you make some money and then it all dies down like a lot of people in the dropshipping space start to do. We don't like to use the word dropshipping too much because people think about it as just some side hustle, maybe even getting a couple of sales and then abandoning it all. We want to do consistency, scalability. Let's imagine what could be possible after watching this training, because it is very possible. One of our students, Charmaine, absolutely crushed the $20,000 per day mark. She is my highest revenue student that I've ever had, or highest revenue in a single day, because we have multiple millionaire students. But she actually got to this point. I've never seen somebody get so high in their business. And this is where I want to show you what is possible. Maybe your goal is just to get to $200 per day. Maybe your goal is to get to $1,000, $2,000 per day, not 20,000, but it is possible to get to this point. We're going to show you all the strategies behind that and basically the 3 top fundamental steps that she took to get to this point.
Now, I was also going to say, man, for some of you, you're just wanting to get your first sale. I know I was like, I just want someone to buy something from me. The first step is just getting that first purchase. But yeah.
Definitely. That's also a big goal, just to get your first sale. In this training, you're in the right place. If you want to start a new profitable business in the next 30 to 90 days or in the next couple of months, you are in the right place. If you want to fix your unsuccessful Shopify store, if you already have one, you've already tried to have a Shopify store, but you want to turn it into a profitable business, that's why we're here today. And you can scale up your existing business to a whole other level. If you already have a business that's doing, for example, $500 a day or a little bit less, you can scale it up to that point of $1,000, $2,000, even $20,000 per day. That's why you are here today, to learn from us and absolutely crush it with your Shopify business. This year, you are in the right place. I want to introduce you really quick. I actually did a very good interview. You can go and watch it later with one of my students, Matic, who absolutely crushed the $1 million mark in his Shopify store. I'm extremely proud of him. And this particular story, I'm going to talk about it a little because it will definitely motivate you and show you what can be done in this business. He actually went from absolute zero, starting his first Shopify store. It took him about 6 months to really get going with a Shopify business, scaling up, starting to get a lot of sales. He then started another store and another store. Now he's at the point where he's making about $30,000 to $60,000 a month in profit. 30 to 60K a month in profit, about $100,000 to $200,000 a month in revenue, and has already passed a $1 million mark. So even if I saw one person commenting, I've been in this for 7 months, haven't gotten any results, even if you're at that point where you think, yeah, I've tried it long enough, you have to keep going. You have to do it with the right strategy. Even a student that had been hustling for 6+ months, absolutely crushed it and got to that point. Maybe you've tried it before, and I know many people have. Maybe you tried to build a store. Maybe you tried a one product store, a general store, a niche store. You tried choosing some products. You used the spy tool. You checked videos on YouTube. You tried the advertising and you failed. And I'm here today to tell you that this is not your fault, that your ads and your store and your advertising, nothing failed. It's not your fault. Most of the times, you've actually been misled. You learned from the wrong people. Maybe you got a tip from somebody on a particular product. Maybe that person didn't have the best intentions, or you were just plain taught wrong. Maybe you bought a particular course. That course was designed for 4 years ago strategies, and now those strategies don't work anymore. So don't think that it's always your fault. Don't blame yourself. Take absolutely everything you've learned from the gurus on YouTube or anywhere about dropshipping and about Shopify. Throw it out the window for the next 1 hour that we're going to be talking about in this training, because you're going to learn exactly what you need to do. I'm going to show you what is possible. After today's training, I showed you 2 particular students who are absolutely crushing it. This other student started working with my strategies in October 2020. For those of you that have been following me for that long, that was about 9 months ago. She absolutely crushed the 63,000 or actually 64,000 pound mark per month. So 64,000 pounds is about 87,000 US dollars. So it also can work in other markets. Like this student, she made 63,000 GBP, British pounds, about $87,000 in her Shopify store after a couple of months of working with my strategies and absolutely getting to this point. You can also get to this point as well. And many other people, just like Charmaine. I don't want to take too much time talking about the success stories, but I do want to show you what is possible. If you've been struggling, if you're thinking that you can't get to this point, you definitely can. Charmaine started working with me about a year ago. Her first couple of months, she crushed the $40,000 per month level, and she was able to grow that to over $20,000 per day and $400,000 per month last year, 2020. These strategies are working right now, as well as this student, Alvaro, who crossed the $630,000 mark from July to November 2020, $630,000 in 4 months. And he started from just making €100 or $100 per day. So if you're in this particular position, $100 a day, $200 a day, you're thinking, how can I get to that level? It's definitely possible.
And some people are saying, hey, I just want to get to like $200, $300, $400, $500 a month. Whatever your goal is, guys, this is really the cool thing. This is one of the reasons we tell you not to list like everything you've ever heard about e-commerce, whether it's websites, funnels, conversions, or marketing or ad. Throw that out the window right now, because you're about to learn exactly what it takes, a very fundamental, principle-driven system in order to run your e-commerce and scale. I was going to ask you one quick question. What are the profit margins like? So we're seeing these sales, but what are profit margins like?
Typically, when you are looking at a number like, let's say this particular student, 100,000 a month, that's typically about a 20% profit margin. So we're talking about 20,000 profit, net profit after all expenses. Obviously, you need to pay tax on that depending on where you live, but that's after all expenses. For example, that student Matitz, who grew to 1 million, the profit on that 1 million was about 200 to 300,000. So some people say, oh, I make 50% profit on my ads or on my store. That's usually not realistic. That's usually not something you should aim for. Aim for 20, 25. So when we tell you 100,000 a month, we're talking about 25,000, 30,000 a month in profit. Yeah. And he also had another store that crossed the $500,000 mark, and he actually made $1 million in 2020. Absolutely awesome. A particular student doing 7 figures in a single year. This makes me so proud, as well as Johnny right here, who made a full cash exit on his store. He sold his particular store for $38,000. So that could also be your goal. Maybe your goal is to get your store to the point where you can sell it. And that's the beauty of e-commerce. That's something you can't do in other businesses. Once you're tired, once you just don't want to run the store anymore, once you feel like, hey, I need a vacation, you can sell it. and you can sell it for a nice amount of money. You can buy a really nice car, or you can put a down payment on a house, whatever it is with that particular money. And he grew it to $300,000 in 5 months, sold it for $38,000 profit, scaled another store with that $38,000, invested it into another store, and that store scaled it up to $15,000 per day, $146,000 per month, with, again, that 20 to 25% profit margin. So you can do that as well. You can take one store that's working, sell it, take the money that you earn from that sale to input into another store, and then grow that one. That's how you just absolutely compound your earnings. And another student, even if you are, for example, in a market like India, like Japan, let's say you're in a market that people don't really talk about, people are not really successful in, she's successful selling to India, $2,000 per day. From India, selling to India. So if you're from a market that might be a smaller market than, say, the US or Canada, maybe you're in a country like the Netherlands or Belgium, a small country with an amount of people that speak a different language that's not English, you can still absolutely crush it. And this particular student, the last one I'm going to talk about, I don't want to keep you boring here. Anas, he absolutely crushed $10,000 in a single month from watching my free trainings that I was doing in 2020. And you won't believe the transformation on this guy. You see that chart on the left there? He went from 0 to 10K a month to then he told me, hey man, I absolutely love what you're doing on YouTube. I absolutely love what you're training. I want to do the same in Arabic. I want to start sharing my story in Arabic to people that speak Arab. And the guy now crossed $100,000 in 13 days. He recently made a case study. If you don't speak Arabic, you can't understand it like me. But he made a case study like 0 to 100K in 13 days, dropshipping 2021. And this guy was at 0 last year. So people are absolutely killing it with the strategies that I'm teaching in these free trainings. That's a great thing about that.
Yeah, I was going to say, just a real quick, because we had someone talk about the 5-day training. Guys, we've actually condensed everything you need to know into one day, because we, like I told you at the beginning, Rafael's the kind of guy who consistently is trying to make it better and better based on all the feedback that we got. And we've been, if you just see us for the first time, we've been running training since January or February or March or something like that of last year.
Anyways, a year and a half. Yeah.
It's been almost a year and a half that we've been running the trainings, have helped so many people go through this. And every single time what we're doing is trying to make the process as simple and as basic and as principled as possible, so you can hit the ground running, no matter where you are, whether you're looking to scale or just getting started.
Yeah, we want to make it shorter, because then we were doing 5-day trainings. That's a lot to pack into, especially people. And not, back then when we were doing them, it was during the COVID time. Yep. Or I shouldn't say that word. I should say the thing time. And a lot of people were stuck at home doing nothing. So now a lot of things are reopening. And we thought taking 5 days out of a person's life is a lot of time, even though they're learning a lot. So let's just absolutely take that and condense it into one. So that's what we do.
And we were like, look, let's just get everything we possibly can as like the stuff. Let's just get right down to the core. Cause I feel like, you know what, we need to be able to get the training very focused on the exact things that are very actionable that people can go ahead and pick up and get going. And so that's what we're doing this.
Exactly. It's not as easy as everybody says to get these results. I'm not telling you today that it's easy. I just told you a lot of the students struggle the first couple of months. Only really a few people see these great results. And all of these people follow a very specific process. They don't go and do a million different things at once. They follow this specific technique that I'm going to show you today. You're going to learn from this training. All you need to succeed in your business, take everything out of the window, throw it out the window, and just focus on these 3 things. So you want to get a good product. An amazing product that you can sell to people. And the product isn't just the actual product that you're going to sell. Let's say you're going to sell a charger or a water bottle. That's not the product. The product is, what does that thing do for people? What is the value that that product provides?
The desired end result. Yeah.
Product. Exactly. The desired end result of your product. Why would someone exchange money for that? Money is value. I want to give you value. I want some value back. Unless I have a lot of money that I don't know what to do with it, I'm not going to buy something that doesn't provide any value to my life. Then we're going to go into advertising that, or the traffic part of it. How do I convey to that person, or let's say the person that I'm going to actually sell that product to, that they should buy it? How do we not manipulate, not push, not try to force that person, but lead them through the path to understand, hey, this will be very beneficial to you. And I'm going to show you exactly how to write ad text, ad creatives that showcase that the best possible way. And then the last thing is the store. So product traffic store, PTS. In the store, we're going to show off the product in a very, very clever way. And it doesn't need to have a particular structure. We're actually going to go through a few stores that you can look at as inspiration. They all have different structures and they all work. We're going to take the customer from that traffic, from that emotional state of should I buy this or not, to I should definitely buy this. So let's see how we can do that.
I was just going to say something real quick, guys. Like, listen to me. This is business, period. You need a product, right, to sell, whether that's a physical product, digital product, doesn't matter. You need a product. You need to get traffic to that product, to that sales pitch, to that product page, to whatever page. You need to be able to get people to see your offer, okay? Once you have the product, you need the traffic to that to get to that product. And then the store portion of it is how do you build something that makes them feel like they're not scared? Because for the most part, when people go to a store, if it's like, oh, hey, they're selling puppy stuff, and then you go to a store that looks very scary, you may not buy from it. So how do you remove all the friction on a page in your store in order to get things going? Now, if we solved the product problem, the traffic problem, and the store problem, would you guys be happy with today's training? Like, if we're going to literally go through this step by step, would you guys be happy having spent that time with us if we can solve, without a shadow of a doubt, 100% the product problem, the traffic problem, and the store problem? Would you guys be happy with that?
Let us know
in the comments.
Down in the comments. Forget the special secret strategies. Forget the advertising hacks, the new methods. It all comes down to these top 3 things. The key steps to a profitable e-commerce business. We're going to go into each one and the process to do them. We're going to find a winning product that can grow profitably. We're going to run profitable ads to that product to get customers on demand. We're going to build a perfect store structure so people buy again and again and again. If I gave you the exact keys for each of the steps, would this training be worth it? Like Tony said, comment down below. For the product section, all it takes is one winner. All it takes is one winning product. If you've been struggling, if you haven't been getting results, all it takes for you to be successful is just one product. Here we have one of my students, Ryan, who absolutely crushes it in his Shopify business. In order to get his first results, all he did was test one of my winning products, generated 1.7K in about 2 days. And another student here, DK, generating about 2,000 GBP pounds, about $3,000 per day from one of my winning products. All it takes is just that one winning product. Even if you failed before, one product can make it all start to fall in the right place, can make the process a lot easier, a lot more profitable. Mm-hmm. Let's find a winning product live right here with me. Are you in? Let me know down in the comments if you want to find a winning product live with me. Let's get to it. Let me know in the comments if you are into that.
Yeah, because listen, if you could, this is what we're about, by the way. Like, since the beginning of these trainings, we've condensed it down to this, but we're like, you know what? If we can solve how to teach you how to go out there and pick a winning product, I think we'll have done our duty on this planet while we're alive. Like, I truly believe, listen, guys, I truly believe we're here to help you solve those problems today. And by the end, you'll know exactly what you need to do. And so I'm super excited for any of you guys who have had a tough time finding a product, listening to the gurus on YouTube, figuring out whether a product works or not. All of a sudden, all these people get in, and as the market saturated, can I still have access to it? It's an uphill battle. But when you learn exactly how to find a product for yourself, you no longer have to worry about anyone else. And that is what we're all about.
Exactly. Let's go find a product. We got a lot of comments there saying, yes, let's do it. So we're going to use a tool that is relatively new. Nobody's really talking about it. It's called Minea or Minea, however you want to call it. It's actually by the owners or the makers of Shopify, another pretty cool tool. And the best way to find a winning product right now, I've seen very recently that it is finding a product that is already working in a particular traffic source. So let's say that we want to find a product that will work on Facebook ads, the first thing we need to do is sort of reverse engineer that. Let's find profitable and good Facebook ads, and then find the product that is running in those ads. That's what we need to do right now. We can't just go to, for example, one of those tools that just gives you products, or one of those tools that just regurgitates products or gives you some product lists without any meaning behind them. We need to first find products that are working and then reverse engineer that. So with me now,
I was going to say,
yeah.
One quick example of this is like, I immediately comes to my face, I mean, to my head. Like remember when PCs were the only thing that were out there, and then Apple took a stab at the PC market? Guys, they went into a market that was already showing signs of success, already showing signs of working, right? So you have Netflix and you have Hulu and you have all these now a ton of Disney Plus, all these things, all these people are seeing success in some of the pioneering companies, and they're jumping in to do the same thing so they can take a part of that market share. You want a business that's successful, you want to take a piece of the pie. You want to take a piece of the pie that's already there, not create your own pie, not go like if I want rice, right? I go to the store and buy it. I don't go and get a field and plant rice. Guys, you need to understand that you go where the success is already showing up in life. Right? And that's when you start to carve out your own market.
Exactly. So with this particular tool, what we can do is, let's say we want to sell products in the US, typically the biggest market. The language, we're going to do English, obviously the biggest language. E-com platform, let's say you're selling on WooCommerce. We want to find some WooCommerce products. In this case, let's stick to Shopify because it is the biggest Shopify or biggest e-commerce platform out there, is the one that I absolutely recommend everybody. And you can choose by how many likes something has, from 0 to 1 million. In this case, let's go to about 250. Something that has more than 250 likes is on Shopify, targeted to a country in the US, and is in English. Targeted to the US country and is in English. This is probably a dropshipping product. It's probably a Shopify brand. So let's go and check them all out. What Minea basically tells you is how long this product has been running. They've been running for 100 days, 114 days, 42 days, 38 days, 9 days, 34 days, 131 days. Now, we want to be careful. A lot of these products are patented. They're very dominated by a big brand. So we want to be careful with a lot of them. We're going to go through many of them, and we're going to try to find products that are getting drop shipped that are not, for example, patented. It's not a giant brand like, let's say, Walmart or something running the product. So, for example, in this one, it has 2,000 likes, 678 shares, 1,000 comments, has been running for about 127 days. And if I'm going to take off the audio there, but if we check the video right here, we can see what it does. It's kind of mildew cleaner, kind of a mold cleaner there. And what we can do, even though this product is pretty saturated, I wouldn't really recommend you to sell it. We can click on this eye right here, and it'll show us a lot about that product. How many likes, what are the reactions, when it was created, when it was first seen, and the shop now link to the store. We got the ad copy. We can see the post on Facebook, so you can click shop now. Look at the particular product, household mold remover gel. Okay, so we got a mold remover here. Now what we can do is we can try to look for that product on AliExpress. Even though we don't use AliExpress to fulfill products, we use it for analysis, for research. So let's look for it. It's called a mold remover.
Take that into mind. We use AliExpress for research. We don't do fulfillment through here. That's a really big key. We'll talk about that in just a moment, but please understand, this is where we do research, and you'll see why.
Then we're going to go to sort by. We're going to click on orders for the most ordered product. And then we can see that it has 1,255, 470, 182. We want something that has sold at least 1,000 sales, and we got it. We found a product that is running on Facebook ads by a brand. It has more than 1,000 sales on AliExpress. Great indicator that that product can work. I know that that product can work, but it's a little bit saturated. So let's try to find another one. For example, this one. Let's see what this is. The ultimate flashlight. This looks pretty good.
Ooh, yeah, that's cool.
26,000 likes, 6,000 shares, 6,000 comments. That is a big one. Let's check that one out.
And as you're going, I was going to say, as you're going through this, start thinking about, guys, what problem it's solving, right? This is a pretty straightforward one. If it's dark, it's gonna feel like the sun's out. But just think about that, because that'll come into play when we talk about traffic next.
Let's do indestructible flashlight. That's a good selling point.
I immediately started thinking about like how to sell it. Have you lost tons of flashlights? Have they been completely like drowned in water, or did you break them by dropping them? Like, are you like the sales portion of it's coming to my head?
This particular product has sold more than 15,000 units here on AliExpress, 10,000, 12,000. And if you use this tool, it's not necessary. You don't need to use it. I'm just using it here. It's called Ali Insider. It actually tells you how many sales it's getting. And these are drop shipping sales. So how many people
Ali Insider?
Yeah, Ali Insider. And it's getting about 83 sales per day. So that's very, very cool. Let's check the particular product. 8,000 reviews, and it looks like
when Rafael says that's pretty cool, guys, you want to look for something that's already selling. I remember when I told you you're carving out a piece of the existing pie. We just want to know that the thing will move. That's what in an e-commerce business, your goal is to move product. And so when he says this is selling this many times a day, it's giving you an insight into, hey, you know what? This might be a good opportunity because the product is moving. It's selling. People like it. They see it. They understand what it is, etc. It solves a problem they're buying.
Exactly. And the particular product, if you see the structure of it, it literally looks like the AliExpress one. So it is this exact product. Yeah, I think it looks very similar. So another thing we can do on top of that is we can use Salesforce right here. Again, you don't need to use it. Minea alone is okay, but we want to try to analyze if this brand is making any money.
And again, that's Salesforce, a Chrome extension, right, Rafael?
Yeah, it's going to tell us the average or the estimated monthly revenue, which is about 400,000 to 800,000. So we know that this particular store is doing extremely well. The brand looks really good. The product is selling on AliExpress. That could be a very good product that we can sell. Obviously, it's a product that solves a problem, provides a lot of value to people. That's what we want to try to look for on here in Minea. This one also, very good one. I actually saw it yesterday. I want to show you because it's been running for over 6 months, doing very well. Also, a good thing to note, ads that run for a longer period, 6 months, 9 months, 12 months, means, obviously, that they're profitable. Somebody's not going to run an ad for 6 months if they're losing money on it. So we want to check out the product page. Pop-up pencil case. Let's go to AliExpress and check it. Pop-up pencil case. Check that one out.
Are you guys enjoying this? Let us know in the comments if you're getting value out of this.
Look at the orders, and we got 4,278. We got this little creative or this little kids pop-up pencil case, 2,400. We got 1,600. So definitely also a product that is doing very well. We can look at how many sales it's getting, analyze it. Wow. Okay. $1 million a month. I'm kind of impressed by that. That's actually very good. So this particular product, also a very solid one that you can sell. That is how we try to find products. We reverse engineer. Is it running on Facebook? Okay, let's look. Is the store making any money? Does it have any sales on AliExpress? Good. We found a winner, a product that can solve a problem, a product that can absolutely crush it. So this is how we find really, really good products every single time. So we found a winning product live. That's how my student grew to $630,000 in 6 months or 4 months, is by finding products that are already working, double checking them to see if they're growing, and seeing if he can sell them himself. Do you now see how to find a winning product quickly? It starts off with a Facebook ad, then it goes with checking if they have any money, and then checking the sales on AliExpress, which is awesome. Let us know if you're getting value from this. Down in the comments, hit that like button. We would
Rafael,
love it.
Let's do a recap one time again for someone like me who my brain works a little slow. So step number 1 was to look at the traffic. So look at the ads, right? If people are running ads, it means they're making money, right? So we look at the ads, we look for product ideas, looking at the ads first. Then we go into AliExpress, do some research, and also use something like Salesforce Chrome extension in order to look at the monthly sales to see if they're actually producing lots of money. So we look at is it selling and how much is it making, essentially, right? Okay, exactly. Cool. Got it.
Awesome. Did I solve the product research problem? Let me know. Give me a like down below. We got 104 people watching, 31 likes. Let's hit 100 likes. Let's see.
Guys, was that tough? Just a quick question. Was that tough? No, right? Wasn't that pretty equal? Like, to me, I'm blown away by the fact that it's like, it's that easy. Everyone tries to overcomplicate it. Everyone tries to tell you that it's going to take this or that, or like looking for the guys. It just takes biting into an existing market to start seeing results. Do you guys see how simple that is? Simple. Product is solved. No more issues with product. You don't even have to look at all the gurus who tell you, oh, this is the hot product for this month, guys. Jump in right now. No, you can literally go and find your own winning product and start doing it right now.
Exactly.
I hope you guys see value in that.
And I want to show you a little bit more motivation. Shane here, one of our students, like he says here, never give up, even when you feel like nothing is working. Just keep pushing. I was on the verge of calling it quits, but I kept pushing, sitting at about 20 to 25% profit margin. Thanks, Rafael. He actually was almost ready to quit because he couldn't find a winning product, found one, and that product made all the difference. One winner, that's all it takes. Now, we found the product. Let's go into the traffic. How do we get people to actually buy from us? And how do we present the ad in the right way? In this case, we're going to stick to Facebook ads because that typically encompasses the training that we do for Facebook ads really encompasses all of the different advertising platforms. You can basically use the same principles. So let's go there. Yeah. We want to help you create consistent ads that get you sales, profits again, and again, every single time. Imagine no longer worrying about failed ads, lost money, inconsistent results. We all know the feeling. You launch a campaign on Facebook, you wait a couple hours, a couple of days, no sales, nothing, just money. Facebook is billing your PayPal or billing your card, and no sales are coming. And you're like, what do I do? Should I pause them now? Should I pause them in a couple of hours? Could I go to sleep, or should I pause them before I go to sleep? That feeling sucks. I've been through that in the beginning. Let's not worry about that anymore. Let's get you to the point where you don't have to worry about that.
Yeah.
Imagine no longer seeing those 0 sales results in your ads campaign. That's where we want to take you. Let's create ads like a 7-figure Shopify store, and let's do it easily. Let's create ads that are very, very simple to do. And I'm going to show you, I'm thinking about it because I thought we would have more people here on the training. But if you're interested, comment down below. I'm actually thinking of sharing our contact at Fiverr that creates amazing Shopify videos. But it's only if you guys comment down below, because he's absolutely awesome. He creates very, very good dropshipping videos. My mentorship students absolutely love him. And the people that I actually work with, they love this guy. But
yeah, I was going to say, show some reactions so that other people on YouTube can see this right quick. We're going to show you exactly the person that can create some great freaking video ads for you guys. Let us know in the comments. And so comment and also react. Like, I want to see some likes. Let's go ahead and like the feed real quick. Let's go ahead and comment if you're interested in knowing exactly. Yeah, interested. Awesome. Exactly who it is that we use for video ads. Let us know.
Okay, let me think about it a little bit because I don't want to overwhelm the guy. He is the one that we recommend to our mentorship students. We've been recommending him for a few months now, so I want to be careful. Now, if you want to find a really good video maker, there's many companies out there that I've recommended in the past. Honestly, the best, easiest way to go about it is just to go to Fiverr. That's what we're doing now.
How easy is that? Is this real life? Come on, that's awesome, man.
Before, I used to share a lot of different companies that do video ads, and I try to check the quality myself. But in the beginning, it was really good. And then as more students started buying from those people, the quality kind of dropped off a cliff.
Tapered off. Yeah.
And I saw that every single time. And I thought, you know what? I'm not going to keep promoting anybody. We do have some companies we like. But on Fiverr, you can find one very easily. Go to dropshipping video or e-commerce video or Shopify video. Let's look at that. And you can find many different people selling them for $10, $10, $20, $25, $55, $25. The problem with Fiverr is the quality control. A lot of people can fake reviews on Fiverr. A lot of people can fake feedback. So you do need to be very careful not to get scammed. What you can do is you can do by service options here and the actual, let's see, no, service options, no, let me check really quick. It's seller details. Yeah, on the seller level, you can put either level 2 or top rated seller. New seller and level 1 typically tend to be people that just started out. Maybe they're not that good with video ads. They got a few reviews. It could be sketchy. So let's do level 2. Seller speaks English. The budget, you could really put any, and the delivery time, whatever you really want. Usually it's going to be between 24 and 72 hours. Now we have, here's the guy. Oh, no, wait. We have a lot of videos here about people that are level 2 sellers. For example, this guy right here, level 2 seller. This guy right here, Mindset Pro, Harry Ecom, Tyra Moore. A lot of these people.
That just shows you. I think that just shows you that you can count on level 2 and above. Like I actually prefer level 2 over pro, because level 2 is they're having to work their butts off to try to get to top seller. And so it's kind of like I only hire, believe it or not, this is so weird. I only hire people who make Bs, averages of Bs, when I hire them for our companies instead of As, because the B students are the ones that are working their butts off just to have gotten that B. And so same here. Level 2 is just good. Guys, if you find someone in level 2 who can do some great work for you, you've got someone you can work with for life.
Okay, so I am going to go to the page of the guy that we recommend. I'm not going to talk about him too much in case there's people that are not paying attention. They're maybe driving while they're watching. Well, you're missing out. So this is the guy that we actually recommend. He's absolutely awesome. One of our students in the mentorship, I'm just going to put our private group here, and I'm going to mention her real quick. I'm just going to look for the post that she did about him. She did a post, most recent. Here we go. Someone asked me to post a contact I use for Facebook ad video creation, and this was a referral from Rafael, and the guy is amazing, highly recommend. And if we click the video here, you can see that it is this same guy, Syed Mazin, this same guy. He basically does extremely good video ads. I'm not saying you should go with him. I don't even know the guy. I have ordered from him. A lot of my students have ordered from him. I'm not making any money off telling you to go to him. There's just a lot of bad people on Fiverr, so I want to make sure you're taken care of. The starter, $25. That's usually the one that you'll get. Standard, $45, which is, I think, 1 video and 3 intros. So 1 video, 3 introductions, the first 5 seconds. And then you have 2 intros, 2 dimensions. And I think you can do 2 videos in this package and a couple of thumbnails.
Look, you did, and the funny thing is we didn't have to tell you who this guy was. You can literally look at his stats. 4.9 stars, over 1,900 reviews, 9 orders in the queue. The guy's obviously doing something right? So we don't want to just tell you this guy, but if you see other ones that kind of have similar profiles with this level of success and this many orders in queue, these guys are doing this. This is what they do for a living, and they're focused 100% on this. Guys, don't go ahead and look for others. I've worked with others as well that do pretty well. But now you have a contact in case you ever needed that. So problem solved.
Exactly. And a lot of these people, you might think, why are they doing video ads if they can just do dropshipping themselves? A lot of them just want to do video ads. That's what they're good at. They're making a lot of money with it. Imagine he's doing 5 videos a day, making $100 a day. $100 a day in countries like, I think he's from Pakistan, from India. It's a lot of money for them. So they're making a lot of money just making really good videos, making videos again and again and again. And they're absolutely doing very well with that. Definitely recommend Fiverr and this guy. If you didn't miss his name, you can go check him out. Now, let's create our ad copy. I'm a big fan of using artificial intelligence and using any type of robotics or robots or tools.
Wait, are we going into the traffic section right now?
Well, this is the traffic, like the video
nice.
and the ad text. So the Gary AI tool, which is a tool that I've been using for a long, long time. And when I showed it to Tony yesterday, he was like, oh, man, this is awesome.
No. Listen, guys, if you're on this training right now, consider yourself very lucky, because this thing in particular, what you're about to see and what it does, it makes creating ads such less of a hassle and testing way much easier than if you had to come up with this stuff yourself. So just check this out. This is amazing. One of my favorites for the traffic portion.
Let me know down in the comments what product you want to sell, what product you're thinking of selling, So we can make a Facebook ad text that is related to you, that is relevant to you. I don't just want to be talking about pet bottles when nobody here cares about pets. Although, you should love a dog or a cat if you're a human. But let us know down in the comments what product you're selling. Let us down in the comments. We'll do a Facebook ad copy.
Yeah, and as we get some of those come in, so just let us know what product you might be interested in, or just pick one at the top of your head. I want to also mention for some of you who are thinking about like ad budgets. Normally, when we say this all the time, it's either if you have more time, and it's either it's a factor of time or money, right? If you have more time, there's ways to go about that. We'll talk a little bit, but if you have money, usually we talk about a couple $100 being a budget to get started. If you really want to be aggressive and get the data, you're looking at maybe $1,000 for the month to get started. Guys, this is the thing, is the more you are able to budget towards it, the more data you get. We are all about data-driven decisions. Don't just be like hope marketing and hope that you get results and, oh, I saw a sale here, let's just see if we can continue spending money there. No. We focus on data. The more data you have, the more confidence you have in making a decision moving forward. So yeah, just know that really that's up to you. And is there kind of like a minimum amount, Rafael, that you think a budget should at least be a certain amount?
Yeah, $300 a month would be the minimum.
Perfect. And I know we talked about that. We were like $300 to $500 a month is a great starting point. It's a great place to start testing and working. When you have a tool like this, it makes it that much easier to test what copy works. So we're going to go over this in just a minute, but we have a few people, t-shirts,
dog brush and blower, products over €65. All right, we don't have that many comments. Let's be more engaged, people. Let's get more comments, but let's go with the dog brush. Oh, dog barking device. That's a cool one. So,
what is the dog barking device?
I think it's for dogs to train them when they're barking, or at least it's either to train them or to make them stop barking. Yeah, let's do a dog barking device. I'm assuming it's for dog training. So whatever product you have, imagine that we're using this tool to do it. Let's say your industry, dog products. What is ad promoting? Dog barking training device that stops, that teaches dogs how to behave. What is your domain? Let's say dogbarkingdevice.com/barking. We're going to put what is the ad promoting, what product, what industry, and what's your domain. Let's see what this comes up with. Dun, 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 dun.
That's funny. Someone said the dog barking device stops you from barking.
So see how this tool comes up with an ad text. What do you want your dog to do? The barking dog gadget is a modern and humane way to train your dog how to behave. Stop barking, stop jumping up, stop pulling on the leash, stop digging in the trash. Get a free barking dog toolkit. In this case, we're not going to offer a free one. So the tool is not absolutely perfect. Let's generate another one just like this.
That's pretty, dude, this is so unbelievable. Like a machine just wrote that ad, guys.
Okay. Barking dog issue fix in just a few days. Or the dog barking device is rated in the top 1% of dog training products for a reason. No more embarrassing barking. Stop your dog from barking. Make your neighbors happy. Find out more at
wow.
How did this tool come up with the fact that, hey, this is rated top 1% of dog training products. Fix it in just a few days. That is the beauty of using AI for ad text. If you're not good at making ad copies, if you're not good at building ads like this tool is absolutely crushing.
Dude, I'm amazed at the fact that, look, go down to that second ad we just created. Guys, when we talked about the desired end result, this machine, it's like, how do you know that emotionally that's what it is? No more embarrassing barking. Sure. Holy cow, that's playing to the status play, emotional play inside a human being. Stop your dog from barking. Yes, please, because my neighbors are going crazy. And then if you go in any of the neighborhood chats on Facebook, they're always like, can the owner of the two dogs on Jamerson Lane please get the dogs to stop barking at night? Because I had to wake up at 2 a.m. in the morning. How many of you guys have suffered from that? Make your neighbors happy. live a happy life. The end result is so automatic. I'm dumbfounded by the fact that Gary AI just freaking did this, bro.
And you can do it with absolutely any product. It'll come up with headlines as well. Stop your dog's barking with our training device that teaches dog to stop barking. Free shipping, 5-day guarantee, $5 per order. So you can basically create ads, headlines, discounts, whatever you want, just off this tool. I absolutely love it. My students love it. It's getting great results for our mentorship students, and I think you should use it too. Great tool to use. Let me know if you like that. Let's get going. One of the reasons why Charmaine was able to get to that $20,000 per day level is using tools like this, using people that we recommend are the ad specialists or the ad creators that we recommend. If you use them, if you go with that process, and it doesn't cost you a lot, the tools that we're talking about here, if you decide to go with all of them, it'll probably be like, let's say $100, $200. So if you're willing to invest something, obviously the more you invest, the more success you're going to get. But if you're willing to invest something, you'll definitely get a lot out of it. She absolutely crushed $400,000 per month by using different tools, different strategies like the ones we talked about now to create her ads.
Mm-hmm.
You see how we can run ads that work, how we can use these tools and these people that we recommend to absolutely crush it and make ads that work and that profit. Everybody else is overcomplicating it. They're thinking, oh, how do I research these 10 hours of all these articles and all these magazines about why people care about dog barking, why dog barking is such a problem, when you can just use a tool, 2 clicks, 2 minutes.
And you can literally add to that to get more emotional about it. Like, gone are the days when you have to worry about your neighbors thinking really crappy thoughts about you because of your dog, right? Like, you can enhance that copy even further to a very specific experience that you know of your customers are having. Listen, guys, with all the updates with iOS, the winners in the advertising space, listen to me. The winners in the advertising world, especially when it comes to Facebook and then Google eventually getting rid of the whole tracking thing, are going to be the people that can write effective copy. Now, the fact that we found Gary AI that actually plays to the emotional part of buying and selling is, for me, completely phenomenal. How they did this, I have no freaking clue. But they were able to do exactly that with this tool. And then on top of that, you can come in and refine the message, really target the pain point, really solve that problem, make them realize, wow, that's all I need. That is exactly what the desired end result is that I want. I want my neighbors to stop talking about me in the Facebook comments, in the group. That kind of stuff, if you know the very specifics of it, can be extremely helpful. And this tool has solved that starting part, like the part of getting the copy going, and it's actually doing a freaking really good job about it, which means you're going to win ultimately the ad battle, right? So with all the changes going on, I remember one of my mentors, Ryan Dyes, said this at digitalmarketer.com. Everybody's freaking out about the AI, the OIS changes in Facebook, and the thing that he said was like, "May the best copywriter win." When you have Gary AI on your side,
that's what you need to beat the iOS update. A really good video, really good ad text, really good product page building. You're going to win against everybody else because everybody's worrying, oh, my ads don't work because of the iOS update. No, your ads suck. So you need to improve them. Yep. You need to make them a lot better, and you will get results. We have students crushing it right now, even with the iOS update. Yep. Did we solve the ads problem for you today? I hope so. Let me know down in the comments. Let's move on to the most important part that I want to show you, which is product, traffic, and store. Let's look at 7-figure stores, including one of my student stores that are making absolute bank. And we'll show you exactly how each one of them is portrayed, how they sell their products, how they program their product pages. Imagine not worrying about, is my store good enough? Is my store ready? Is my store perfect? Am I ready to run ads? You will be ready. Imagine getting consistent customers in your store every single day. Let's see how 7-figure stores do it. I'm going to pull up my document here.
Yeah, if you started a store and haven't seen sales yet, guys, listen up, okay? Pay close attention to this.
All right, so first up, let's look at a store that actually one of my students he grew it to about $300,000, and he sold it for $40,000 or $38,000 profit. Absolutely crazy. He took that money, then started another store. This particular store called Paw Huggies, selling pet products. I think we went down the pet product rabbit hole today, but that's fun. So one of the products that he sold a lot was this Calmado calming donut dog bed. As you can see at the top, he's given it a custom name, Calmado, calming. It just means calming or calm in Spanish. You can give products custom names like that. It has a hefty discount right here. Colors are very clear what they are. Each one of them has pictures. That's also something that not a lot of people do. They don't put pictures on the colors. They don't put pictures on the different options that they have. You got the sizes. And a lot of people, what they do in the sizing part is they do, for example, 20 sizes, 25 sizes, 30 sizes. You want to keep it easy. 6 sizes, 5 colors. Make it simple for people to buy from you. He's got an upsell right here, a bundle. We got to product details, a paragraph talking about the product, a really good image or graphic talking about the product. We got product features, water resistant bottom. We got a video right here showing off the product. A GIF, 3-second video, 3-second GIF. We got another paragraph here, another paragraph, step-by-step guide, and frequently asked questions, 100% guaranteed. And at the bottom, we have reviews here. Always add reviews to your products. This is the
exact layout. This is the exact layout that you need. And trust me, we see tons of people in stores where they don't do this. They don't even add details. They like put a picture, a GIF, and a sentence or two, and that's it. And we're just like, oh my gosh, you're getting people to just bounce off your page. You gotta find a way to get them to stay there. And we'll talk about a sneaky way to do that in just a moment.
And he does the same with all the products that have sold well for him. If you go to Analyze Store, and he sold this store, so the store doesn't belong to him anymore, but he was doing this for all his products. If we go to Sales Source, we try to check how much the store is making now. He never got it to this point of like $1 million a month, but at this point, it is making that. The people that bought it from him took it to $1 million a month, so he actually built a multi-million-dollar store. He just gave up on it too quickly. He just wanted the quick payout, which is completely fine. It's not bad to want a quick $40,000. So he definitely got it to that point. They bought it, and they started selling a lot of these awesome products. And you can see, for example, if you go to the homepage, or the home collection, actually, not the homepage, you'll see a lot of the products here. Clear colors, clear sizing. Add to cart is clear where to click it. Nice headline at the top. Image, graphic.
And for the most part, it's pretty standard. Like this is what the standard should be, guys. Moving forward, you have an example. You can always go reference it. Look at how they're have the reviews. Like everything you might need to make sure that your page looks like this is what's absolutely vital and important in creating your Shopify store. Okay.
And someone said Paw Huggies is the only example that you use. It's the only example because I don't want to share Shopify stores from students that are still live and still running. I do share Paw Huggies a lot because it's an amazing example. It's a guy that went from 0 to 300K, but also the store doesn't belong to him anymore.
Actually, and like sometimes they'll do DDoS attacks. I think I might have mentioned a store that I had early on in some training or something like that. And like, dude, my site got bombarded with DDoS attacks, and I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna share other people's sites. I'm not gonna mess with mine. Like, it just causes trouble, you know.
And people copy them. Like, it's not fair to take a student's really successful store, share it here, everybody copies him. So it's not fair for anybody. So that's why I show this one. So that's the example that we're using.
If they want to share that, like when they're in the mentorship program, if they want to share what they do and what product, that's up to them, and they can do that, right? But outside of that, we try to keep it very confidential. If you were one of our students in the mentorship program, you'd want the same kind of confidentiality. Trust me.
Exactly. So his product page, that's how it looks like. If you check other product pages that we're going to look at now, they could be in other types of structures. Let's look at them. So for example, if you look at a product page like this one, this is Lotus Leggings. They're making about $100,000 a month. So definitely a 7-figure store. You'll see that they have the same structure, but backwards, the other way. So it doesn't have to be like in that format. It just has to have the same kind of features in it. So big name here, easy to pick the sizing, nice image on the side, text that explains it, reviews on the bottom, a lot of images showing off the product. And this is what you want in all your products. Your pages could also be shorter. They don't need to be that long. So they could be shorter, showing off the product better, but they include all these things. So don't have very weird sizing, add to cart that is not legible, you can't check it properly, text that you can't understand, text that like is from AliExpress or something like that. Definitely don't have any of that. This is the structure that a lot of really successful stores, including my mentorship students, that's what they do, either on the right or on the left, however you want to actually structure it. And then one last thing, one particular brand called Cupshe. If you are selling products that are very easy to understand from just a picture, let's say you see a picture and you know, okay, that's a bikini, right? That's what I'm going to buy here. You could get away with doing product pages that are much shorter. So if you look at Cupshe is a brand that makes, I think, $1 million a month at this point. Yeah, $3 million a month, $2 million a month. They actually do very short product pages. You got a description here, very quick description, shipping, return exchanges, and reviews, because this doesn't need much explanation. So if you're selling, let's say, sneakers or t-shirts, things that are very easy to understand what they are very quickly, you could get away with doing just pictures, very quick headlines, description.
I was going to say that you'll also understand in the next, when we talk about something really soon, why it is that what they're doing, guys, is removing friction. They are removing the things that may get in the way from a person just buying, because that's what we're trying to get them to do, is buy. But so how do you remove friction? How do you see that, right? Where do you get that information? We'll go into that in just a minute.
And also for the homepage aspect, that way we talked about the product page, but also the homepage of it. You want to be very clear on what you sell. For example, here, welcome to Paw Huggies, a woman with her dog and a ball. Clear what you're selling, clear what you're doing. You're not selling some junk from China. It's clear that you're targeting pet owners. You got the best-selling products. They all have reviews, really clearly shown here. Happy Paw Huggies customers. You got FAQs, very quick, straight to the point. You don't need a very long page that makes no sense. That's a lot of different things that load slowly. This page is absolutely fast, straight to the point. That's why I show it, because it's a great example of what you should be doing. Keep it clean, show the product properly, show what you sell properly, attract your ideal customer quickly. That is how you should structure your store. Now, after you structure your store and you start running some ads, how do you know what things you should change in your structure, what pictures you should change, what buttons you should change? You should use an app called Lucky Orange. I'm going to show it.
This is my favorite tool, by the way, because you get to spy on your customer and remove all the friction that is standing in the way of them buying. You want to increase your conversion rate? Freaking get something like this to spy on your customers. You need to spy on them. Learn what's stopping them. Learn what's holding them back. Learn where they're reading. Where are they getting stuck? Are they not seeing enough information? Are they trying to click on an image and it's not working? Are they getting frustrated because they can't understand some part of the copy or that doesn't work? You need to be able to answer these questions so that you increase your conversion, guys.
100%. So Lucky Orange, what it does is, let's say that you build a Shopify store, you make the product page, you run some ads, and you get 20 people on the page and nobody buys. You want to know, why are they not buying? Is it something I put on the title? Is it a headline that I put? Is it a particular paragraph? Maybe an image is putting them off. Maybe my reviews are not looking good. Lucky Orange allows you to record the entire session of the customer from loading the page to exiting or to actually buying. So you can see exactly, where are they clicking? Where are they spending their time? Are they looking at the reviews? Are they looking at a particular image, at a particular video? Where are they spending their time in my product page so I can go and fix that? One of my students, for example, he was getting a lot of people on the page, but then nobody was adding to cart. Nobody was checking out. And his costs on Facebook were very low. He was getting people very cheap on his Facebook ads. And it turned out the add to cart wasn't sending people anywhere. People would click the add to cart and it would just stay on the page. Yep. And they would add something to cart, but people were just clicking the add to cart button and then nothing happened. And he found that out with Lucky Orange. So it doesn't have to be Lucky Orange. It can be any other tool that records customers and also shows you heat maps to see where people are clicking in your page. You want to know exactly what people are doing, where they're going, where they're spending their time, how they're clicking their mouse. This is extremely important because you want to know exactly what to improve from your customer side. You don't just want to know, hey, what do I think is better? What do I see that I could improve? But what are my potential customers, people that I'm paying money to come to my website? What are they asking to be better? What are they having problems with? So definitely an app.
I was going to say, this is where it pays to be the creepy person in the relationship, you know, where you spy on the people that come to. Guys, this tool is amazing. Do you see how that solves that problem? Like, guys, we talked about the great layout, exactly what you need your site to look like, how you can go and look at something that is pre-existing that has success so you can follow that format, and then also how to remove all the friction that is standing between your customer and spending money with your website. Do you see how important that is? Do we solve that?
Awesome. All right. Lucky Orange, definitely something you should use in your arsenal. Don't ever worry about a bad converting website again, because you will build a website just like we showed you here with the different features and different benefits on that store, but also you're going to spy on your customers. Hey, maybe that customer is spending 3 seconds on my page. Maybe 10 people are spending 3 seconds on my page. Why? Sometimes you'll get people spending 2, 3, 5 seconds. That might be weird. Why are they just spending a couple seconds? Most of the times, your website is loading too slowly. People aren't able to load the entire page. The picture loads like 5 seconds and they just get tired. Imagine when you try to load a website, it's too slow, you just get out because you can't load it. That might be something you can fix. Maybe people are spending 4 minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes. Maybe it's too long. Maybe I'm talking about the product. Maybe I'm boring them. Those could be things that you want to look at. You can improve. You can make your website converting.
Yep.
That's what Johnny did to get to $100,000 per month in his new store after he sold Pahagis. That's exactly what he has done for every single store to get to that point, as well as Alvaro, who has crushed the $1 million mark. He always analyzes, what are my people doing? What are my potential customers doing? How can I build this page better? How can I improve? And the same with Matitz. He talks about, sorry about that. He talks about in our interview, which you can watch after this. He talks about always trying to improve his store, always looking at what his competitors were doing with their stores. How can I make my page better, load faster, improve, do everything possible to get those customers to buy? Do you now see how you can build a profitable e-commerce store, make converting ads, get a great video, find a great winning product, build your store in the right way? Let me know down in the comments if you got value from this training. Whatever your why is, whether you want to quit your job, you want to stop working for somebody else, you want to work for yourself, or you just want to travel the world like I do with my wife, we're traveling all over, or you just want to enjoy some cool experiences like throwing sand in the air in Dubai, whatever it is, you can do it. Imagine being able to live life on your own time. You can do it, but you need to commit to the steps that we did here, and you need to commit to doing them again and again. A lot of testing, a lot of reiteration, that will get you the results because it's all possible. Do you now see how it's possible for you to get sales like the top stores, for you to get converting ads, for you to run really, really good advertising campaigns, find winning products? Let me know down in the comments if you've gotten value for this. If you're ready to take your business to a next level, I want to show you something. I'm not going to pitch you anything. Don't open up your credit cards. Don't open up anything. I'm not going to ask you for money in this training. I just want to show you something really quick that we prepared for you. Just the same process that Charmaine, the student that grew from $0 to $20,000 per day, she went through the same process right now, and it wasn't paying for anything. She just went through this process. What we have for you today is the automated e-commerce step-by-step mentorship that teaches you all of this, plus a lot more. And my team and me actually do a lot of the work for you and do it the best possible way so you can get the best results in your e-commerce business. If you're interested in that, if you're interested in me and my team actually mentoring you and helping you through that process, you can actually talk to us for free. All you have to do is you got to go to callmerafael.com/start. So if you go to callmerafael.com www.shopify.com/start, you'll be redirected to this page right here. Book a call with Rafael's team. We'll show you the exact steps to build a 7-figure store. You can pick which day you want to talk to us, and this call is completely for free. Imagine talking to a 6-figure person, for example, my student Ryan, who's absolutely crushed it in his Shopify store. I actually showed you one of the screenshots. He's made more than $60,000 in a single month. Imagine talking to somebody like that, a 6-figure student, somebody that has gone through my program, that knows everything about the best ways to get results, talking to them for 15 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes for free about how you can grow your e-commerce business to a next level. That's what we have for you today. We don't have a course. We don't have anything that we can sell to you. We just have a free call. And what you can do is, let's say that you want to do the call on Saturday. You can go to 22 here. You can pick what time works for you. Let's say you are in LA, in Los Angeles, finding open available slots, and you want to do it at 1:30 p.m. You click continue, and all you got to do is fill in your name, your phone, how much money you're already making in your business, how committed are you to getting your success, and then we'll get on a call and talk directly with us right here. You can put in your name, your phone, and your email right here, and talk to us about your business. What are you selling? What's your website? What are you currently trying to do? What is your goal? And you can talk to us to scale up your business to whatever level you want. There's no pressure. It's not a full-on sales call. It's just getting to know you, seeing, are we the right fit to work together? Can you even do anything about it? Maybe you sell something that is just unsellable. Maybe you're trying to sell reusable things that are not supposed to be reusable. We probably can't help you there. Or we just might tell you, hey, man, your business probably won't work. But we'll be honest with you. We'll tell you, okay, it's a great business, but you need to do this, or you need to change that. You should sell that kind of product. You should do this. All on the call. You don't need to pay anything for that call. And if you think that we're the right people to work with, you can work with us, mentor with us, and absolutely crush it. So I'm very passionate about helping people. I've helped so many people reach the $1 million level. Many people hit that 100K a month, and I want to help more people. And the way that we can do that is with these calls, because they are one-to-one right there with us, and we can see your progress right there. So that's what I have for you today. Not a course, nothing like that, just a call with us. If you're serious about your business, you need to book a call with us right now. Tony, if you can put this link, let me see if I can put it.
Yeah, go ahead and do that. I was just going to say the one thing I want you guys to understand is that if you're just starting off, getting on the phone call just to kind of talk to somebody about starting an e-commerce business, guys, like we're not, this is not like a sales pitch. It's not hard or anything like that. It's just getting to talk to each other, maybe answer some of your questions. If you have some questions you'd like to have answered, go ahead and use it for that. There's no harm in just asking a question or two about something very specific. Just set the phone call up, and what that does is it'll just give you an idea of what the program's all about. If you're looking to get someone to hold your hand, in fact, like Rafael was saying, him and his team do a lot of the work for you. Which, you know, if you have a 9-to-5, you're currently working 9-to-5, maybe you want someone to do some of that work. If you're like, oh, I'm not technically gifted in setting up a store, this or that, guys, he has an entire team to help you through that. But I don't want to say a whole lot about that. I just personally, when I first got into Rafael's program, that was my biggest concern, is I don't have time to do a lot of this stuff. Can you help me do that? And that's why he built out an entire team that you can leverage. So you now, as a business owner, leverage other people's time to get things done. And if that's something that sounds great for you, go ahead and book a call with Rafael and his team members. And then the last thing I wanted to also mention, if you're looking to scale, like let's say you're seeing some good results and you're looking to really take it to the next step, the next ceiling, break through that income ceiling that you might have right now, it's all a matter of setting up a phone call, talking about it, seeing if we might be able to assist you and help you. And if we can on the call, great. No harm done. You get something out of it. We get to talk to you. And if for some reason we are a good fit and you see us as a good fit for maybe moving into the next level of your business, we'll be there too. Rafael will be there. His entire team will be there to help you move things forward. So yeah, book a call as soon as you can. Get started. There's no high pressure. And if for some reason you don't want to talk to us or you're afraid of getting on a phone call to talk about your business, then that's okay too. Don't worry. It's all good. No harm done.
And we're not going to talk about cost, about prices, because we don't even know if it's the right fit for you. Maybe you shouldn't be in the mentorship. Maybe we can't help you. We want to see first, we want to first help you. Like, hey, we want to make sure that your business is on the right track.
If you feel stuck.
Exactly. If it's not, let's fix it. And then maybe you can mentor with us. We don't want to help thousands of people, hundreds of thousands of people. We do want to help them here on YouTube. Obviously, we have more than 53,000 people here on YouTube. If you're not yet, subscribe, hit that like button down below. But we do want to help you here for free. But when it comes to mentoring you, putting my time and effort to helping you, we have to really make sure that we're on the same page about many things. So we're not going to talk about costs. We're not going to talk about details.
I was going to say, it kind of always reminds me of like, if I told, like Rafael, if I told you, hey, Rafael, I have a car and it's $10,000. It's super reliable. It'll get you from point A to point B. Are you interested in buying the car? You probably have a couple questions about the car. You probably want to know, well, what kind of car is it? Is it a beat up Honda 87 and it's reliable and it goes? No, but what if I told you, oh no, it happens to have these features, that feature, it's a Lamborghini and it does this. You're like, for 10 grand, where can I sign up for this thing? Go ahead and bring it to me.
Maybe I don't need a car. Maybe I live on, I don't know. And
you live on an island.
Maybe I live in an island. Or I live in Alaska and I go by Siberian Huskies all day. So
yeah, there you go. Well, the point is, guys, is that we want to help you. We want to answer your questions first. Anything that you want to feel unstuck about, please don't hesitate. Like, guys, for some of you who have been to our trainings before, you know we have a heart for really helping people understand, get out of a situation they might be stuck in. It might just be a simple answer, and then you go off and you do your own thing. And if you decide, look, I really want to go ahead and do the mentorship program and get deeper into it, that's fine too. And if you say no to that too, like, that's okay. It's not a big deal. We just want to help you out. And so if you have any questions, you have a free consultation here with Ryan, with either one of Rafael's teams or Rafael himself. And you'll get your answers, questions, and get unstuck. Like, that's priceless to me. I think just being able to get unstuck and moving in your business. That's why we made this training. Do you see how simple that was? How powerful it is? How we were able to solve all three problems that are literally the foundation to any working business: product, right? Product, traffic, and store. Guys, what more do you need? If you have a product, how do you get traffic to it? And when you get traffic to it, how do you make sure they convert? We've solved it. That's it. That is the magic key to getting sales online. That is it, right? And so if you feel unstuck in any way, shape, or form, book a call. Just ask your question. Just talk with us, chat with us. There's nothing, don't be scared of that. That's fine. You know, that's how people talk. That's how you get further in life. You just ask questions. Go for it.
Exactly. Book a call with the pinned link. It's also going to be in the description. I'm going to post it in a little bit. The mentorship is 12 months. We have a 1-year mentorship. My budget is not too big. Yeah, so even if your budget is not that big, you're not wasting anybody's time. Don't worry. Like, we actually, like, I'm very dedicated to this. I'm very committed to this. And I don't treat it as a waste of time. The time that I spend making videos, the time that I make doing live trainings, it's not wasted time. I could be doing something else, making money another way, doing something else.
Yeah, but you love this, man.
But I really, really like making sure that people are, if they're going to do this business, they're going to do it right. Because if you're starting a Shopify business, starting an e-commerce business, you're probably looking for help. You're probably looking for a mentor. Better that it's me, a good mentor, than it's some guy out there that's just have.
Well, you feel obligated because of all the crap that's out there. You need to try to stand above the noise, and really, because you deserve to win, bro. Like when you care about people succeeding in their business like this, you almost you have a duty, right? Exactly. An unspoken duty to go out there and help people not fall into traps, not fall into the wrong way of thinking about this. Yes, it's very simple. PTS is all you need to find success online. And but there are people who will sell you on complicated solutions and complicated things and this and that and make it seem like it's super easy. It's not. It's a business. And if you're serious about this and you're stuck somehow and you just want to get on a phone call and have that relief, get that answered, guys, even if it means understanding whether or not this is a good business for you. Like, if you go on the phone call and you're just like, I don't even know if this is for me, to be honest, a couple of questions, we'll be able to solve that, find out really quickly on whether or not this is something you should even think about. Let's just be real. Let's just be real, right? True. Hi, Hector.
All right, let's get to Q&A. Let's do a 10, 15-minute Q&A. Let us know absolutely any questions you have about e-commerce, about Shopify. If you want to call with us, if you want to talk to us directly, if you want to mentor with me, make sure to book a free call, completely for free. Talk to us. Let's see if we're the right fit to work together. But let's get your questions answered in the next 10 minutes. Let's go. Today's actually my anniversary with my wife. So I'm spending time with you guys in my anniversary. So that's how committed I am to this. She actually told me, like, please change the date of this training. And I'm like, no, I have to do it for my people. So what do you guys do for burnout? Been trying for a while now, made a few sales, couple hundred, but been procrastinating for a while. That's a great question. I mean, you will never avoid burnout. It's not like something that goes away. You will never love something enough that you're going to not burn out at it. I think the key to burnout, or the key to solving burnout, is you're doing too many things that you hate. So even if something that you do for 10 minutes, 15 minutes, but you hate it, you will burn out very quickly.
Yeah.
So if you see people, for example, that they have a business, but they just look destroyed every day, or you see them in a video, you see them in an interview, and you think, what is wrong with that guy? He's like a millionaire, and what's going on? The guy is doing too many things that he hates. And you need to be very careful with this. For example, if you hate product research, hire a product researcher. Get somebody to help you with that. If you don't like, let's say, building a product page, you can find somebody easily to build you a product page. Focus on what you like. Focus on the ads. Focus on the scaling. Focus on the getting more customers, on dealing with customers. Maybe you don't like customer service. Get somebody to help you with customer service. So I think the key to burnout is just not doing things that you hate. That's one of my lessons. So.
I would also add to that just a little bit, because of the way that you asked the question. You said, been trying for a while, now made a few sales, couple hundred, but keep procrastinating for a while now. I think it's because you're passionate, like you're not getting a groove, right? If you have the system in place and you start to work it, believe it or not, like making money can sometimes be an addiction. Like when you start seeing money coming in, you want to grind, you want to work, all of a sudden you're not burned out. You're just blissfully living life, doing the thing that you absolutely freaking love, right? And when you do that, it's no longer burnout. It's like, I rather die or freaking make it to the moon. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like there's passion there for you. I think part of that is when you find the right system, when you find the right, like, it doesn't have to be us guys. Okay. So I'm just saying, but when you have the right mentorship, the right system, the right process, all of a sudden making that money, seeing it in, actually increasing, actually scaling, all of a sudden burnout is just, you having tons of fun. Burnout is you going out and partying too hard. Dang it, I burned out on partying or whatever that is, right? Whatever that is for you. All I'm saying is that sometimes you just need to get the ball rolling in the right way so that you get passionate about it. So you see it, so you're engaged, so you want to do it more often. It's addicting sometimes.
True. How do you get better at building websites? Practice and analysis of your competitors. So the more websites you build, for example, we have one of our store builders who actually, I have a company of about 16 people now that we do things for clients. We help them build the stores. We help them do all of that. One of my top workers, the highest paid, has built 1,200 stores in her lifetime. You think that next time she builds a store, she's not going to be good at it? She's amazing at it. She does it in like 20 minutes because she's done it so many times. So it will get better with time. And also just look at your competitors, what they're doing, model it, make it better. Yeah. Will it be possible to plan a call in June? Yes, definitely possible to plan a call in June. We're not in any sort of a rush. In a week, it's my birthday. So we're not in a rush. If you want to plan it for June, that's completely cool. Is Source Inbox a good option to fulfill? Yes. I'm actually making a video on, when's that coming out? Monday will come out. It will be a video on the top new best suppliers. And I'll show you how to use them. I'll show you the experience about them. We actually did a survey on the best suppliers. That's coming out on Monday. Source Inbox is one of the good ones. Yes.
Dris, can you rephrase your question? I'm not sure of what. What is the name of what exactly? I was also going to just mention that someone was saying thank you for the feedback. Sorry, I thought that was a question, but no, you're very welcome. That's what we're here for. And if you want to set up a call in June, heck, if you just want to set up a call right now and have a question answered so that you're prepared for June, do that too. Like, guys, again, this is not like, I know when people think about like getting on a phone call, like I'm what they call a social seller or like a consultative seller, which means I'm all about giving information first. And then if there's some sort of fit there, great, we can work together. If not, like, it's just not a big deal. Or maybe it's the wrong time. It's okay too. We're just here to help.
True. How do you find competitors on Facebook Ads Library? Yes, through Google Ads as well, through tools like Minea, through, let's see, other tools like Xpareto. That's a cool tool. You can put the name of your niche. It'll tell you what stores you have there. Is CJ also a good one? Yes, CJ is pretty good. What Shopify theme is best for a general store? You can go with the free one, the Beautify. It's a great theme, pretty good. Can you start a dropshipping business directly with private supplier? Probably most private suppliers are not going to really give you the time of day because you don't have any sales. So you want to start with companies like CJ, for example, which they solve anybody's problems when it comes to sourcing and dropshipping, and then transition onto a private supplier when you have already those sales. Because the private suppliers are going to ask you, how many sales you're getting per day? How many sales you're getting per month? And if you don't have any sales, they'll probably don't want to work with you.
I was going to say there's someone asking about free product research tools. The ones we mentioned are the best, and they're best for a reason, guys. Like, even if it meant you sacrifice to spend for a month to do the research and to use the tools to make it happen, like, work at it. Like, you got to figure this out. If you really are serious about starting this business, make an effort to get started with learning. Like, it's even if you just did it in order. Okay, listen, you can do it in order. You can do the product research. Focus on, like, the Salesforce Chrome extension is a free one, if I'm not mistaken. The Ali, there's another. What is is it Asify?
Asify is free, but it's glitchy.
Asify is free, but it's glitchy. Yeah. Asify is good, but you can see all that information and use those free things. Again, this is why you pay a little extra just to get that data, because you want to be able to do the research part right. When you do it right, the way that we showed you, you see something that's working, you go and take a piece of that pie, you then move to the traffic part and you set up your ads with the Gary AI. Look, we gave you an example right now, but you can also look at people's ads that are running that product and see what they're doing, okay? And you can have Gary AI create multiple versions of it so that you can test to see what works. And then in the end, you can use there are free versions of, like, Lucky Orange that you can use. They're not
free 7-day trial.
Trials, yeah, there's trials, and you can try that out just to see where people are getting stuck when you start driving traffic. Nothing, if you're serious about things, nothing will stop you from moving forward. Nothing will complicate it. You'll have hurdles and you'll have to jump them. You'll have blocks and you're gonna have to bust through them. That is what this is all about. Yes, it's helpful when you have a mentor with you to do that, but if you have to do it and grind yourself, that's okay. Just know you're going to run up against a wall and you're going to have to learn how to climb it, run through it, or take it out of the way, right?
Which one is CJ? It's called CJ Dropshipping. I'm actually mentioning them in the next video on Monday. So if you want to know about that, make sure you subscribe. Check out the video on Monday. I will talk about them. We're going to go in 1 minute. I got to go celebrate my anniversary. So let's go to how do you find reliable dropshipping agents? Well, like I said, you want to start out with one of the companies that we typically talk about, CJ, SourceInbox, HyperSkew, eProlo, and then you want to transition to private agents, more reliable, more one-to-one relationship-y agents, because they need order volume. And you can find those through Upwork. You can hire them on Upwork. You can message AliExpress suppliers. You can I highly recommend, if you are really into dropshipping, trying to find, like, connections, go to Reddit, go to Facebook. There's a huge group on Facebook. There's multiple huge groups on Facebook about dropshipping, multiple groups on Reddit. You can just ask people. Most of the times, they'll tell you, like, real, hey, this guy's good, this guy's bad, this guy's good. Be careful. Yep. Sometimes you might get scammed. You might get a DM saying, hey, I can help you with dropshipping. Just pay me $200 and I'll get it all set up, and then they'll disappear. So, use your common sense. If the person is from a country that, is typical
No
of
comments, no feedbacks, no reviews. Then
yeah,
please be careful.
yeah. Just be very, very careful.
Guys, and if you have any other questions, go ahead and book a phone call. You'll have all that answered, every to the detail. Again, if all we did was help you move one step forward in that journey of succeeding with your e-commerce business, we will have felt like we did our part in helping the world. Okay, so let us help you. Book a call. We'll be there for you.
Awesome. Book a call. I'm posting the link again. Book a call right there. We'll see you on the next one. Thank you so much, Tony, for being here. Thank you, everybody. Hit that like button so more people can watch it. Subscribe to the channel. I will see you on the next one. Thank you, Tony.
You bet.
Peace out.
Later.